Across the South Coast, live from Solent University. You're listening to Solent Sports News.
Good afternoon, it's 3 o'clock. I'm Declan Murphy and these are your Solent Sports News headlines. The final day of the January transfer window produced late drama for Southampton. The South Coast side confirmed the departure of Adam Armstrong to Wolverhampton Wanderers for £7 million plus add-ons. Joe Aribo joins Championship side Leicester City for the rest of the season. The Saints' only incoming signing of deadline day came in the form of Canadian striker Kyle Larin on loan from RCD Mallorca. I'm joined by Charlie Stevens outside St Mary's for more.
I'm here at the Ted Bates statue outside of St Mary's Stadium, where the transfer deadline has been and gone. It's usually a time where fans celebrate the business conducted by their club. However, Southampton fans are left with mixed emotions following a questionable day of business. Star striker Adam Armstrong left the club to join Premier League side Wolves, a fee worth an initial £7 million, with add-ons having the potential to lift the deal to £9 million. Millie Payne, who works at BBC Radio Solent, explains why it was the right decision for Armstrong to move on.
He's proven he can score a couple of goals in the Premier League as well as just the Championship. But I think in terms of the situation that Southampton are in at the moment and the way that they want to play football, the way that Tonda Eckert wants to play football now with that four at the back, I think it was probably the right decision to move him on, considering he won't get all that game time.
To get someone in like Kyle Larin, 6'2", 30-year-old experienced, he does definitely tick that box. He has got a decent track record in other leagues before he went over to the Netherlands. So Saints will be hoping that they can get that out of him again, and ultimately that's what is a good test of a manager, is if they can get the striker that they've got playing well, then they've done a job. It's not all on the player to come in and score goals.
Portsmouth's game tonight with Ipswich has been postponed. The game was originally called off on the 4th of January due to a frozen pitch. It's unclear what will happen with the fixture now. Russia was banned from all FIFA and UEFA competitions in 2022, but that could all be about to change with FIFA President Gianni Infantino considering uplifting the ban. Here's Tiana Mawalu with the story.
Just off. Any time left here, the whistle in the mouth.
FIFA and UEFA have just released a joint statement confirming that Russia are being banned from football.
After Russia invaded Ukraine, FIFA and UEFA suspended all national teams and clubs from all competitions in February 2022. With the war no closer to an end, I asked lecturers Graham Bond and Peter Auf der Heide their thoughts on Gianni Infantino's interest in uplifting the ban.
So we're talking about a particular organisation here. We're talking about FIFA. As I understand it, Infantino is asking that, is pointing out that the ban has achieved nothing. It hasn't stopped the war. I think that's wrong. I think the FIFA ban has done something. It has signalled to the world that that Russia is a pariah, is an outlier, is not in the family of nations because it's done something naughty or done something wrong. I'm not questioning that fact. Russia is being highly aggressive militarily.
Infantino is desperate to be friends and to be closely connected to people in power. And if you think about in terms of world leaders, Trump, Putin, maybe the Chinese leader are kind of, I would say, the top leaders. So it's very much in Infantino's interest to cozy up to them.
Tiana Mawalu, Solent Sport News.
Cristiano Ronaldo moved to Al Nassr in 2022, making him the best paid player in football history with an annual salary of £177 million. The Portuguese superstar recently has gone on strike from Al Nassr over a disagreement with their transfer business. Here is Samuel Farris-Clark with the story.
Of the referee, and Al Nassr get the job done.
Those are the sounds from Al Nassr's 1-0 win over Al Riyadh this Monday, where Portuguese superstar Cristiano Ronaldo was absent because of his frustration with the Public Investment Fund and Al Nassr's transfer business. He believes that the PIF has given preferential treatment to its other clubs. Middle East-based sports broadcaster Peter Redding thinks that Ronaldo is the one out of line here.
I'm actually backing the club on this one. Leadership at this stage, it's got to show professionalism, not petulance. Cristiano's impact has been huge, we know that, but how he handles moments like this will define how he's remembered, as a pioneer who elevated the league or as someone who's let frustration get in the way of Saudi football progress.
Whilst title rivals Al Hilal have added Ballon d'Or winner Karim Benzema to their ranks, Al Nassr have only added Haider Abdul Karim and Abdullah Al Hamdan. I went out to speak with the public to see whether they thought Cristiano was in the wrong.
Well, I think it's a bit dramatic, to be honest. Well, he said he's going to retire when he's 41, but we know that's not true. He's trying to get 1,000 goals, but that's not going to help him if he's not playing.
Do I agree with it? Probably not. I mean, just because you're unhappy with a club spending in January transfer window doesn't mean you can strike, because there's not a lot they can do about it now.
I think it's weird that he's refusing to play, considering that I'm pretty sure he's there to try and get as many goals as he can before he retires. So all he's doing is delaying that.
Samuel Forrest-Clark, Solent Sports News.
In tennis, British number 1 Emma Raducanu enjoyed her first victory since an early exit from the Australian Open and her split from coach Francis Roig. The 23-year-old dominated Belgium Greet Minnen in straight sets at the Winners' Open in Romania. Italy have been embarrassed just days before the start of the 2026 Winter Olympic Games. Rising star and biathlete Rebecca Passler has been banned from the Games after failing a doping test. The announcement of the daughter of an Olympic gold medalist, John Passler's exclusion, comes just days before the opening ceremony on the 6th of February at the San Siro Stadium. Passler won gold at the Junior World Championships in 2022 at the relay event. Local basketball team, the Solent Kestrels, recently won the NBL National Cup Final. This leaves the team with 2 trophies still to play for and have a great chance to succeed in both. The Beat the Buzzer team spoke to the captain Andre Arisol about the final.
To reiterate that it was a great weekend, I think, I don't know, it's weird. It's a weird feeling because it's one of 3 things that we want to achieve. So it's like a big high coming out of Christmas, but then you're straight back into the focusing of the regular season and then hopefully making the playoffs. So this is where it gets weird because you want to appreciate the moment, you want to enjoy it, but day after, everyone's back to training, S&C, all that stuff. So it's a weird moment. From social media, it looks like we've won everything, but really we've just gone back to what we used to. So yeah, it's great. It's great for the club. We loved it as players. It gave us a lot of confidence, especially some of the young guys, being able to be on that stage that they haven't been before. It's great for them. For us seniors, it's just another one in the box that we get to appreciate and hold high. But yeah, straight on to the next one.
NBA have announced the full rosters for next week's All-Star Game. The West will face off against the East in Los Angeles. Stephen Curry spearheads the Western Conference alongside Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Nikola Jokic, while Jaylen Brown and Jalen Brunson lead the East, with LeBron James being selected for his 22nd time. On Sunday, the annual NFL Super Bowl will take place at the Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The final will take place between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Our American football expert Josh Wyatt-Jones has more.
Yeah, thank you, Dec. And it's that exciting time of the year again for American football fans. It's Super Bowl Sunday season, and this year it's a mouth-watering fixture. With their second-year quarterback Drake May, the New England Patriots are coming into this from nowhere, and it's the Seattle Seahawks. It's the Patriots in San Fran. It's a throwback to Tom Brady's days, and it's a real nostalgic clash for fans. The Patriots themselves have chance of making history in winning a 7th ring and becoming the most successful franchise in the NFL. But the Seahawks, they've got the best defense in the NFL, a quarterback in Sam Darnold, who's been fabulous since joining in the summer, and the league's best wide receiver in Jackson Smith and Jigba. It's a 50-50, it's a coin flip of a game, and I can't wait.
Cheers, Josh. And finally, the UFC have announced a lineup for their March card in London. Englishman Lerone Murphy will headline the event, facing number 1 ranked featherweight fighter Movsar Evloev. The main card features 6 English fighters, including Luke Riley and Sam Patterson. UFC London will take place at the O2. That's all from us this hour. I'll be back in an hour with our final show of the day.